A banger that never gets old. Good evening, everybody. Happy time zones. Happy Friday. It's good to see you all. I hope you are all doing well. Enjoyed your Friday. If you're in the future, happy Saturday. Let me know what it's like in the comments below. Hey, YouTube. Watch and walk closer, Raheem. Good to see you, dog. Philly! What's up, my guy? Handsome Dan. Elric, what's good, big dog? I hope the missus and little renegade and yourself are all well. All right. As a future man, Saturday is good. Good, dog. Good to hear. Gallblade, good to see you, man. Notification, you ready to finally experience P5? I hear you're at the beginning. Yeah. First day. First day in Persona 5. Imagine that. Kenshi! What's good, my guy? Yo, I had my interview with FedEx today, and it was like... Bro, I gotta go into, like, Personalville, USA right quick. It was a great interview. It wasn't like a formal interview. I met the owner of the route and a couple of his drivers, just mad chill people, like right up my alley. You know what I mean? And it's something that I honestly think that I would enjoy a great deal. But the pay just isn't there, unfortunately. And I would take it, like, starting at, and, like, look, I'm not trying to sound, like, conceited or anything like that. I can't think of the right word to use, but, you know, the starting pay would be $20 an hour. And for me right now, that is, I mean, full disclosure, that's a $3 an hour pay cut. On top of, like, I wouldn't be getting time and a half on Sundays anymore, so I don't think it would work, unfortunately, because I'm really, like, I really am, like, vibing on it, you know what I mean? Like, it felt really good. There was a good energy there. And just, I don't know, man. And then I got another email back from another company that I applied to, and fucking rejected on that one too, unfortunately. So, like, again, like, I'm not like looking for, like, pats on the back or like to be consoled, but, like, just kind of, like, down on myself for it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's out of my control, and it's just a bummer, man. I've talked about this before. I'm kind of like, I'm just in this rut where it's like, I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing for the next 30 years of my life. And I used the analogy last time that, like, let's just say you're married for 40 years, you either get divorced or you become a widow, like, whatever it may be, and then you have to, like, you don't have to, but, like, to get back into the dating scene. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. And that's where I'm at career-wise. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. I'm basically just throwing shit at a wall to see what'll stick at this point. But I do know in my heart of hearts that I want to find something that I can invest a substantial amount of my life into. That doesn't mean that I want to be a manager, an owner of a route, whatever. No, I want to find another career path or another job that I can invest myself into. But on the other side of that, I understand that it's starting over and there's going to be some concessions that need to be made. But just I know where I need to be financially to keep up my end of our household income, you know what I mean? So it's tough, man. It's a bummer and a half. Sorry to fucking go right in on the hot and heavy, but, you know, just kind of bummed on it, that's all. So, that's that. Let's dig out of the... I'll get that pity dick out of my mouth, and we'll just... We'll ascend. We'll ascend. We'll get out of the pity party. But sorry, about an hour ago, how you feeling about it, Dan? Yeah, Raheem, it can, dude. It does. And, you know, I'll just keep plugging along. That's all I can do. Got the little one is chilling with my family this weekend? Right on, dude. Good to hear, Elric. Yo, Victoria, love you, big dog. Yeah, I know. We'll make it through, man, for sure. Feeling good? A few tears? Right on. Have you, what other Tales games have you played? And, excuse me, with that question being asked, how do you... oh, this is your first. Right on. Okay. You were around for Arise. How do you... like, granted, you didn't play Arise, but how do you feel about Berseria in comparison, like, story-wise? Berseria is better? Right on. Very cool. Story-wise, how were the skits? Skits were different? Probably, right? Play it again to see how easy the final fight is? Oh, man. Yeah, Chrono, it's, you know, I'm very transparent. I always have been, you know, especially here, you know, because I trust you guys and, you know, not to sound like a dweeb, but yeah, like, we're a family here, you know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, just fucking let it all out. That's the long and short of it. One word, Mantis, what you got, bud? With it gone, we have a lot of loud yard stuff going on and putting up greenhouses and putting a pond in the yard. Very nice. Dude, movie trivia and hydration? Sure will, dude. All right. Will Bill, what you got, my man? Gakukan. All right. Actually, sorry, I misclicked. Oh, yo, Mantis, it's all good, dude. Didn't know what they are? All you gotta do is click and read. It'll give you all that good stuff. It'll tell you. No problemo. Rahib, how you feeling about finishing up SC? Epically good. Kay, good to see you, bub. I hope you're doing good. Enjoying your Friday. We're, this cameo fight is already kicking my ass. Ooh. Scraith, what's good, hombre? All right, so we're gonna get right into it, yeah? 3, 2, 1, blast off.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? You still haven't figured it out? There are no laws here to protect criminals like you.
Jesus, man.
Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons.
They're airsoft guns, sir.
Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
Yeah, I've got broken ribs. I'm fucking loving life. Thanks, Big Hoss.
You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Get fucked.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, but... I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Launch a big wad of lung butter right in his face. Dude, don't do it. Don't do it! It's totally not me. I'm a lefty. Then why sign it? I get my ass kicked. Yeah! Jesus, man.
Excuse me, but this
Mommy
area is
Nijima?
off.
Hello?
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor, Sai Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake.
Is 100 plus
His methods are
hours
unknown.
a
After
lot?
all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Yeah, see, Kay's feeling me. Don't make it too
Well done
long.
on making it this
200
far,
hours
inmate.
later. Oh, Elric, you and your wife are lefties? Golly. Bro, there's only 11% of us in the whole fucking world.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Yeah.
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up.
The way I see it, we've only just begun.
I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
Are we talking like platforms over stilettos, or like what kind of deal are we making here, Mommy Sai? Sorry. Nah, hardball.
I have a responsibility
Diamond out
to solve
nobody.
this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you.
Honestly, read that as bonkering a deal with you.
Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Blow it out your ass. I love you, but sorry, no. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Your
about.
friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves.
Well, then you must have the wrong group.
Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
Absolutely fucking not.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you even understand the position that you're in?
Yeah, missionary. You're not fucking me, copper.
Let's discuss one other person. Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well.
I'm falling
So
on the
be
sword,
it.
dude.
You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
Oh, gee, you think?
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice.
No, I'm just a friend and a family man. I'm not fucking timing out anybody.
Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor?
Fuck off. I made the choice to sacrifice myself for them.
Why won't you talk about them?
Dude, okay, so here we go. There aren't any, like, full-fledged just say no. It goes against justice. It's wrong. It's a dirty tactic.
Acknowledged.
Yo, Kevin, thank you very much for the follow, man. Welcome to Brutopia. Pleasure to meet you, bud. Pleasure to have you here, dude. Gee whiz. Why won't I talk about them?
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who's made wrong choices. Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Saving others?
Yes.
What an awfully simple response.
I mean, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you?
That is correct. Bring it before a judge and tell them that we, in a group of high schoolers, were getting inside somebody's heart and changing it. Good luck.
You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
We're changing her heart right now.
After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening?
Yeah?
The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Oof.
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room? That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she?
Dude, it is fucking Morgana!
Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct?
Correct.
If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out? That's right. There's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
I fucking hate this cat, dude. It's totally Morgana, isn't it? Walter, hey, chill.
That'd be impossible. A cat giving someone a smartphone is completely unnatural. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? Yes, very well. Go on.
Fuck! Okay, look, here's the deal. I'm no snitch, but if this was Morgana, I'm blaming the talking cat, and that thing can get fucking euthanized. See ya.
If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
And look, before anybody harps, I have nothing against cats. This cat, however, sus from the beginning. Get rid of it. Gotta go.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Dude, are we... Ooh!
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
Oh my god, is it really Akechi and not Morgana? Dude, what is going on? My poor brain!
Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple.
Thanks for the support!
Oh, smokes. DC, thank you for the 21 months, dude. Sorry, I'm hard focused, fam. How are you, broski?
And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Jesus, what do I answer here? Not a teammate? I already told you?
What do you... My god. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Stop being so fucking vague! Use names, for the love of God!
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I feel as if Sai finally understands me. Oh, now it's a confidant level up too. All right, dude. Holy shit!
Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath.
GT, good
Thy
to see you,
bond
bro.
shall become the
How's it
wings
going,
of
man?
rebellion and
TG,
break
how
the
are
yoke
you?
of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment.
Holy mackerel. Alex,
granting
what's
thee
up? How is
infinite
everybody?
power.
Valimar, pleasure. Dude. Yo, maxed it too. Let's go. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. Let's go. Oh, dude. Will, the vagueness absolutely kills me. Like, and I know why they do it, but the vagueness absolutely kills me. Rhea! I love you, bud. How are you? How's your finger?
All right.
Sai's awakened to true justice.
All right.
You can now... Oh my gosh, dude. We can get Satan? Good lord.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though?
Ah!
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
Dude, that's a horrible
So
way to
it
look
was
at
you.
things.
You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Motherfucker, Sketchy-kun.
My God.
It is him.
You're referring to him, aren't you?
Yes, him!
Is there a problem?
Yeah, you're a piece of
Akechi-kun,
shit.
Does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Dude. Scared to death, you're scared to look, you're shook because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
Oh my God!
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Oh my gosh, now anime cutscene. Jesus H, fuck, man! Bro, they showed blood in this. It's not black either.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
What just happened? What the fuck?
Shido-san, my job is complete.
Wait! What? How? What? How the fuck am I dead? Look, in this game, I know that if Joker died in battle, that's a game over. What?
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
I mean, low-key, I'm fine with
Understood.
that.
Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
Oh, what?
No, it can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
Holy fuck, man! Everybody's dying!
What's all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
What? What the fuck is happening? I'm already dead. How are you gonna save me? Is this like the beginning of Smallville? Somebody save me!
Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
I'm so out of fucking whack right now. What is... Did we just get Tarantino'd again? Like, did we get Tarantino'd a second time? Like, is this deja vu again? What the fuck, man?
But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continuing
Take my
report.
time?
This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Let's log in. It's Kirito with a goatee.
So the next shoot got
Fucking
me thinking.
hipster Kirito with
How
a camera.
about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this.
My boy.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
That's us. That symbolizes us. We're flying the coop.
Placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now.
Dude, patty
that
cakes?
Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
Wait, what?
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
What the fuck is going on?
You're shitting me. We got him.
What?
It would seem as though you have been killed.
What the fuck is happening? I don't know. I don't know.
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember?
Because snitches get stitches, sir? I don't know.
It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom.
Wait, what? Okay, so... Quotations, death? Are we not... Dude, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Like, do you have the brain matter and skull fragments that are also missing? Because that would be swell. The first time I sensed something was off. That's right. It was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Yo, everybody.
There's something else we want you to look into.
I'm hard focused. I'm trying not to ignore everybody, but I just gotta I'm trying to get my fucking head around all this. This is a different kind of mindfuck that, say, Xenosaga was. That was, fucking leave my body, mind bender. This is completely different. I just gotta, I don't even know, man.
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough. I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
Wait a minute, dude. Was Morgana really not sus, but I thought that he was? I feel somewhat guilty. For now.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect. Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Futaba's gonna do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Why did the two of them have to whisper and then one whisper to me? Okay.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
Wait, what?
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet.
Oh my god! I just got mega chills. Oh my god, is that what the phone was? Oh my god! Showing him the phone is what oh my god.
There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Bro, what the fuck? What? What? How? I need answers. How? Dude! What the fuck is going on? I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
Intently.
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns.
Holy.
His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
Can you imagine just for a second, and I know that this is a fictional story, fictional characters, but like, imagine you and your high school friends are talking about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine like this happens to you in real life. You're able to change somebody's cognition. and like you're just having this conversation with some buddies somewhere about like, how are we gonna stop getting murdered by this cop? Jesus Christ, man.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
The phone.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Dude, this is fucking epic storytelling.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent.
Like, this is absolutely incredible. Gee whiz.
However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Yeah!
Hey, you big bastard.
Yes!
How have you been? You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
The fact that Sojiro is just, like, he's not overreacting, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why Sojiro is probably... Somebody had asked me last night, like, who my favorite NPC was. Sojiro, Coffee Dad. Like, without question.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Jesus. He was too sus!
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
Dude, I spent so much money on a new sword and gun for him, too. I'm kind of blowed about that one. Holy shit. All right, let me catch up with everybody. I'm sorry. Then we're going to buckle right back down. Hi. How are you? This has been some of the wildest 54 minutes. You know, like I said, it's different in a way than what like Xenosaga was and what Xenoblade was, but like this is It's incredibly. How was that 3-second chug? I don't... If you redeemed something in the last, like, 35 minutes... Sorry, dog. Like, I'm not focused on chat, selfishly. I'm focused on my main monitor trying to collect the brain seeping out of my fucking ears. Trying to, like, put brain back into my skull. So if you redeemed a 3-second chug, I didn't see it. I have no idea. Sorry. Holy shit. Having a brain is overrated? Dude, sometimes it is, Rhea. Sometimes I just wish I was running Windows 95 on this thing. Lloyd getting over the barriers while Akechi creates them, because, dude, Akechi's like when his smile kicked in and it was like psychopath. Golly. Makes that whole, I'm going to be entirely honest with you, I hate you dialogue have a new layer. Yeah. Yeah, I still have to play Persona 5 to find out. That is it. That's a fact. Pancakes where Akechi's down. Dude, I didn't pick up on the pancake thing. That should come as no shock to anybody with my bot brain. I forgot the very beginning of the game where we met Yoshizawa for the first time. And I saw that last night and relived all that all over again. So, missing out on that one. Mona was the only one who said pancakes there? Dude. I kind of owe Mona an apology, but low-key I don't want to. Like, I'll own it. I'll own the fact that I may have, I cast him in a poor light, but I still think he's mad sus. For real. I still don't trust him. Like, I still don't trust him. Like, not at all. Mona's apology license is revoked by the amount of times he tells you to go, to go to sleep, right? P5R Akechi is so good. Also, good to see you again. Dude, Kay, how's everything going? This is probably a stupid question, but Akechi is in vanilla, right? Royale made Akechi and the twist exponentially better. Royale has additional voices. Never mind telling you to sleep. He won't let you shit when he's sleepy. Yeah. So is the story in vanilla different in terms of like what just transpired with Akechi? The thing with the pancakes, it isn't like the flashback they showed. Morgana mentioned pancakes. Then they talked a bit. Then Akechi rolled in and commented, so it's easy to miss. They added a lot more for Akechi. Okay, I like how the twist here isn't the Akechi was the culprit, but that you were all in on it. Yes, the fact that we fabricated our death, like, god damn, man. More or less the same, but with more story content. Holy smokes. Dog, this is some peak gaming. We haven't really done any of the Royale content yet. Most of this still just is base version. Okay. Royale is Persona 5, but more. Yeah. Really fantastic. They talk enough between the pancakes mentioned and Akechi mentioning pancakes that the text log doesn't go back to Morgana mentioning pancakes. I wonder if you notice what my name was changed. Also, I wonder if you noticed that my name was changed. Oh, that's right. Now it's Danny Boy. It's not Dan the Man. But you were Dan the Man last night. Excuse me. All right. Yeah. So now it's the same as in Discord. Okay. I noticed now that you mentioned it. Huh. The hits just keep on coming. More plot twist. I should rename myself to I Won't Buy Twitch Turbo. Same. I was wondering when someone was gonna mention the name change. Well, like, is there something that prompted it, Dan? Or you just felt like changing it up? What rank am I with Maruki? Rank 10. We're maxed out, Rona. Maxed him out. The Twitch color tag made it obvious. See, on my end, Dan is always like a baby blue color. Yeah, Leo, everybody recommended that I max out Maruki. Akechi, like 7 or 8, I think. Kasumi, maxed. When Baku said my name last night, made me remember to change it. Well, see, and now, because you mentioned that you changed your Twitch name, but, yeah, I remember him saying, like, Dan the Man, you are the man. And that's like one of the last things I heard him say before I shut down my computer. Well, I dig it, dude.
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
That's me. That's me. That's me. Positively. Dan the Man is so 2010, like when I made the name. It is so 2010. I love it, dog.
So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean our cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Oh, there it is!
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
For real?
The guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Ah.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Dude, this is out of this world good.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush.
From here, I imagine being Sojibro or Sai looking at the cat every time he speaks, only to hear meows. Again, just bring these two into the metaverse so that, yeah, dude, I've been thinking that this whole time. I thought that, honestly, that was going to be a segue into them showing Sai and Sojiro, like, the metaverse, so they could actually hear Morgana talk.
As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure.
Dog. Like, this is fucking epic, dude. This is so good.
This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this.
So we didn't actually, okay, so that's why we didn't change her heart, right? Because if we had changed her heart, we wouldn't have her palace anymore. Right? Because if they took the treasure, there'd be no palace. Okay. All right. Hamsters doing their thing. Boom, bang, pow. Dope. This is excellent. This is so good, dude.
But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive worlds interrogation?
The phone. Show him the phone.
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
Okay, so was this all predetermined, or if I had answered differently, is there a chance that, like, something else would have happened, or was this all, like, no matter what, gonna be, like, what it was? I could have fucked it up and could have had a bad ending? Yo! If you answered a few differently, you would have fucked up. Damn! There are bad endings you could have? Dude, if I saw, dude, see, that's why snitches get stitches. I would never, ever sell out my team. No chance. So would the bad ending just would have been like me well, I mean, I'm not gonna go back and like watch the bad ending. Would it just have been like me dying and like that's it, game over? Try to like start again? Like, holy hell. And then just take it from the top, die, roll credits. Damn. Wild. Yeah, yeah. You get shot for real? You don't have to watch it back. It's just you getting shot in the head and that, and like legit. If you failed to meet one of the other deadlines, you would also die. If you failed to meet one of the other deadlines, what other deadline, Dan? What do you mean by deadline? Imagine Neo forsaking the power of friendship? Dude, I would never. Like in the palace deadlines. Oh, okay. It would say no shit. Okay. Very, very interesting. I got the bad ending because I thought I was talking about my teammates with Sai the entire time, so it made no sense not to confirm everything I had said. Oof. You get shot in the head with a palace deadline, but you don't see the shooter. At least that's how it was in vanilla. Oh. After you beat the game, you should do a stream watching all the bad endings. Rahib, that won't happen. Sorry, fam. Not really for me. We get the story and the ending that we get. That's it. There's like a 0.2% chance I would go to YouTube to watch it. Honestly, unless everybody's like, you have to, like, it's great, like, then I would. But if it's just gonna be, you know, just a different ending, it's not really for me. Special bad ending, if you played a pirated version of the game right after you awaken Arsene, you die mid-fight and Igor scolds you for playing up. No way. I think I've seen like 3 endings. Dog, what? Wait, Heckler, is that for real? That was a faked video, actually. Oh, so that, okay, gotcha. You don't really have to when it comes to this one, because it's exactly as you saw it, except credits roll after you die. I figured as much, yeah. Unless it was like the Phantom Thieves carry on without the leader, then like, yeah, I would watch something like that. But if it's just gonna be like dead roll credits, like, yeah, I don't need to see that again personally.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Just be a smartass, don't remember. Drugs.
I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray.
So if there was a body in that room, it wasn't ours. They passed on a fake death certificate. Like nobody says like, oh, there's like there's a body in this interrogation room. Like, does somebody want to clean up the floor in there? Like that's just it. Like. No body. The killed guard was all... Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a cognitive version. My bad.
As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against,
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Bro.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
So literally this whole time while all of the humans are talking, Sojiro and Sai are both just hearing like meow meow, meow 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 meow, meow meow meow. And they're like, yeah, can it, Cat?
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
My man.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped.
Same.
Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Dude.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
The homiest of
It won't be a
homies.
huge loss for me.
Coffee Dad.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
He really is. The summary of the story up to this point has been updated. I don't even want to see it. It's just gonna friggin' melt my brain more. Akira
That sounds
matter.
familiar.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
Oh, this is fully voiced. My bad. I forgot. It doesn't say our name.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
All right, hey, stupid question real quick. How old is everybody? I thought that they were like 17, 18. Or are they all like 16, 17? And then follow-up question to that is, in Japan, how old do you have to be to vote? So they're all between 15 and 16, okay. Do you have to be 21 to vote in Japan? 15, 16, 17, okay, so between 15 and 18. That's a good ballpark for me. It's just they all carry themselves like far more mature, obviously, than that age would imply. Makoto and Haru like 17 or 18. Kasumi is 15, Makoto, Haru 17. So how old do you have to be to vote in Japan? Is it 18? Everyone else 16. All right. Yeah, they all carry themselves. So wait, does that mean Sojiro is like my age legit? Is he like 37? He's legit the old guy and he's my age? Real talk, 37. Quick internet search says it'll be lowered from 20 to 18. All right. Voting age in Japan is 20, but they're lowering it to 18. All right. So yeah, they got some time to go. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna keep going. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, and then we will be right back to it. Promise. Okay. Also had to empty the dehumidifier. Sorry, friends.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
I mean, I do need a bit of a brain break, but no, had to use the bathroom, had to empty the dehumidifier. Starting to bring in a little bit of humidity. You gotta make sure that the basement doesn't get all like musty and yucky.
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh? Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
Like, why is there some bald representation, but he's an absolute asshat?
Shido, huh?
Bums me out.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Election headquarters?
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the Diet Building?
No, alright.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
Time for revenge.
Let's go!
And it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
Holy smokes.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that
Akechi's
research.
doing this for
I
him.
only need you using
So he
that
looks like he's
power.
the hero.
It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly.
You gotta take him out,
When I
too.
become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like they've finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
The chief's right. Let's take it easy for today. Holy smokes, man.
Come on.
What are you
Come
talking
on.
about?
Come on.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any nutrients, imagine. Whoopsies. All right, let's sleep it off.
I'm gonna head back then.
I guess I'll head home. Go to bed, all right?
Guess he won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that... So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Bro, just tell me she finally joins the Phantom Thieves full time. Apologize to the cat? No chance. I've
There's no
acknowledged
point
to
in
each
even
and every
having
one
an
of you
election.
that I
Shido's
may or
gonna
may
win.
not have been wrong about Morgana.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
What was that, young man? I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. But that's a lie, right? I just knew. Planning something with Sakamoto-kun and the others, huh? Well, try not to trouble the school or the parents, okay? Also, make sure you're keeping up with your studies. I'll handle your housework as long as you request me. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. I received word from Matter's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. So we got what, like a month? Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said that you went back home to your homeroom, or you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the questions when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck.
Hey, you don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try and think of a keyword once the Chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all of those mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April? Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway! Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly, there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshida Shido, how many has he killed over the years? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and, like, think about it on site? Let's try that! If we're going to go, I'd like Akira-kun to join, but will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? Yeah, we'll probably figure out the keyword in no time since we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who trails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Akira-kun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
Yo, what up?
You going out? You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes.
Love you, coffee, Dad.
Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met. What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the
maybe like
cognitive
tower,
science
ivory
research, right?
tower or something.
Or maybe it
I don't
had
know.
some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
Excuse me.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
He wants to be a leader. Pat Riley!
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
What's with all the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out.
I'll just add this.
Yeah, I'm definitely just gonna save. No big deal. Okay, so I know this is unlike me, but we're gonna wrap up right here so that tomorrow, or well, Sunday night rather, my brain needs a breather after all of that. Not gonna lie. My brain needs a breather. I need to digest, and I just gotta kind of like sit back and relax, have some water, maybe have a Truly. I don't know. But yeah, tomorrow night we have Xenosaga, yes. But yeah, that was a lot to take in. And I think that moving forward, at least on the channel, if we get into like these wild fucking moments where it's just like, I don't necessarily push through, but it's like I should just stop and take a step back and just like try and like digest it all. Poor brain tried to melt out of your ears. It succeeded, Rhea. It didn't try. It absolutely succeeded. This is all too much to take in personally. Dude, it was a lot. And again, like it's on a different level of like what the fuck than like Xenosaga had been. Xenosaga, I will say, to this day has probably like the most out there wild story I've ever experienced in a game, hands down. But like this is a whole different level of like, dude, the plot twists and it's just, there's so much to take in, but it's so fucking good, man. I know I'd been holding a grudge on main character dying, giving you a game over at a 9.9, we're gonna bump it back up to a 10. 10 out of 10. Like, begrudgingly, I will look the other way for main character death giving me a game over. It's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Positively. Will Bill, I'm sorry, man. Hey, I think for future reference, just wait, like, before, like, we get into, like, a battle into the metaverse or something like that, before you start spending the puntos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, telling you how to spend your points. Do with them as you wish, but just so this doesn't happen. Just in case we do, like, all social. Because, so yeah, if we're going to unlock the palace probably Sunday, but then we're going to have a month. So we're going to have to, like, I want to hammer out a lot of socials. I want to get confidants up to 10 if I can, as best I can. So, P5 is interesting from here on. Dude, Alex, it's been interesting all the way up until now. And, like, that was, dude, after 120 hours, that was the big payoff. Like, so far, like, everything that we experienced from the beginning up until now, boom! Fucking shotgun blast, like, point blank range. Here you go. This is where you're at. This is what's happened. It's nuts, man. I actually thought we'd go in the metaverse this stream, but yeah, I understand. No, it's all good, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to, like, tell you how to spend your points, but so that way we don't, not that it's an issue for Dan to refund them or for anybody to refund them to you. Just, make it easier on everybody, I suppose. Yo, Raheem, it gets better, dog. It's been a 10 out of 10. It really has. And like I said, like, the social aspects of everything in this game, with the confidants, like the other NPCs and stuff, like, it all has meaning. It's not just a bunch of, like, filler conversation. I've seen people redeem it right from the start of the stream. Yeah, and some people don't ask to get their points back. Some people just do it. We don't do any battling. We don't change the outfit, and nobody asks to get their points back. They're more than welcome to if they would like to, but I feel like just waiting until we get into somewhere where that we're gonna battle and you want to change the outfit, it'll be like that'll be like the time you should redeem them. The game repeats itself a bit too much. It's my gripe, but it's still one of my favorite games of all time. Godblade has been great. Played the game, so I know when he's gonna use the costume. That's why I use it early. All right, that makes sense. Also, it's sad, since Sai is now at 10, we can't date her. But in the anime, they did a thing where the main character does go on a date with her. Oh, really? Yeah, that's something I want to watch too after we finish this up. Because obviously the only clip of the anime I've seen is yeeting Morgana. Which was so good. Epically good. Just yeet the cat. Yeet. It's like 24 episodes? Holy shit. Time for me to explore P4. One day I will beat that. Dude, Leo, that's on the docket for next year. Couldn't get past the first episode of the anime. Was it bad? Like, subjectively bad? P5 anime is known for being kind of bad when it comes to the animation. The anime does some... Oh, I mean, the voice actors carry it? Okay. Like, it can't be worse than the Northern War, can it? The anime is considered by many very, very bad and poor quality. It's not worse than Northern War. Okay. Well, that's good to know. The entire anime is horrible, but it has some amazing ass scenes because of the voice actors. The anime is the game. Okay. It's funny, but the pacing is horrible. The animation is bad too. Well, I'm fine with the anime, but it's too much of a gaming experience for me to want to watch. I get that, Victorio. P4 the animation is classic anime and a must watch. It's a good sit back and relax type show. All right. It's not worse than Northern War. Oh, it's not worse. Yeah. It's not worse than Northern War. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that carried Northern War for me were the cameos. Like, that was it. Like, the music, the places that we got to see that from, like, in-game, and the cameos, that was it. Absolute throwaway, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Please, don't hurt me. Worst anime I ever watched was King's Game. Never heard of it. Could have been Trails DLC. Yeah, true. -10 out of 10. Do not watch. Golly. Okay, so yes, we're, I feel like if we had streamed this morning, we would have gone longer, but yeah. I need some brain digestion. And, yeah, it was a day. It was a day for sure. Oh, but Zach is on. Perfect. Is he still doing the thing live? Yeah, he still is doing the thing live. Good. Well, if you want after Xenosaga, we can start Persona as we can now watch it. Well, dog. How long are the episodes? Because what, we have 3 left on Xenosaga? Hey, Leo, have a great night, dude. Thanks for that. I was interested in King's game. All right. So, let's see. Raid. 24 minutes-ish? Yeah, so that's not bad, dude. Let's do that for sure. Yeah, so we're going to turn things over to Zach. He's playing his first playthrough of Cold Steel 3. If you've been there, welcome back. If you have not, enjoy yourself. Great dude. But yeah, and for those of you that would like to watch the last couple episodes of the Xenosaga anime, we'll be doing that tomorrow night. And just for those of you that may be new here that would like to hop into the old Discord, we have a fantastic community Discord, man. It's an extension of what we do here and, you know, whatever else it is that we want to talk about. Some culture. There's plenty of cursed imagery, cultured imagery, but it's a great time all the way around. Plus the main character talks. Oh, in the anime? Perfect. Dog, let's do that. Hey, Raheem, have a good night. Hey, and everybody, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. Enjoy your Saturday. If you're here in the States, Memorial Day is Monday. I hope you guys have a great long weekend. If you are observing, stay safe, stay as happy as you can, stay as healthy as you can, stay excellent. I love you guys. Thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart for everything, all the time, for being here together. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Be good. Bye, guys.